Muletrain!
And it is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, January the 30th, 2015. Brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Jadon Williams, 75, of Muleshoe, the father of Greg Williams and Cheryl Puckett, both of Muleshoe, and Kevin Williams of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, died on Wednesday here in Muleshoe. Memorial service for Jadon Williams will be Monday morning at 11 in the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship Church with the pastor, the Reverend Steve Friskup, officiating under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. You can go online to www.ellisfuneralhomes.com to send sympathy messages to Jadon Williams' family. He was born May the 8th, 1939, to Clifford and Edith Pauline Alexander Williams in Littlefield. Jadon was a farmer, rancher, and sold farm equipment for many years. He was a hard-working man and enjoyed collecting John Deere memorabilia. He loved his family, especially his grandchildren and his great-grandchildren. Jadon was preceded in death by his parents, Mrs. Clifford Williams of Sudan. Survivors are one daughter, Cheryl Puckett, and her husband Larry of Muleshoe, and two sons, Greg Williams of Muleshoe and Kevin Williams of Lubbock. Two sisters, they are Laquita Weaver of Littlefield and Nancy Faust Crenshaw and her husband Bill of Buchanan Dam. 8 grandchildren, several of them live here in Muleshoe, Caleb and Kana Puckett, Michael, Mason, Jonathan, and Dustin Williams, Ashley Jones, and Randy Griffin. Also, there are 10 great-grandchildren, and some of them also live here. The Williams family asked that memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship Church, 710 East American Boulevard, and our zip code in Muleshoe is 79347. Please remember all of the family of Jadon Williams in your prayers, and repeating, he was 75 when he died on Wednesday here in Muleshoe. The memorial service for Jadon Williams will be at 11 Monday morning in the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship with the pastor, Steve Friskup, officiating, and burial under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Muleshoe. The memorial service for Jean Harlan, 62, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, will be at 2 on Saturday afternoon in the Southcrest Baptist Church in Lubbock at 3801 South Loop 289. She died last month in Lubbock very suddenly, and she was the sister-in-law of Connie Kenmore of Muleshoe. She reared her 3 children, Barrick, Megan, and Stacy, all here in Muleshoe, along with her husband Sam, who all survive her, as well as her father, Grady Speed, and her brothers and sisters. Please remember all of the family of Jean Harlan also on your prayer list. She was 62. The city of Muleshoe, the Muleshoe Independent School District, and the Muleshoe Area Hospital District will all have their general election Saturday, May the 9th at Muleshoe City Hall. And Wednesday was the first day to file in those elections, and filing for the mayor of Muleshoe, the incumbent mayor, Cliff Black, and Irene Mason also filed Wednesday for that position as Muleshoe mayor. She now is a city council woman. Also filing in the Muleshoe ISD school board election for District 1 on the school board, Jay Cage. He formerly served on the school board more recently, and that position is currently being held on District 1 of the Muleshoe School Board by Thurman Myers. Also, in the city election, there will be 2 special elections in addition to electing a mayor. One will be the reorganization and reorganizing the street maintenance sales tax, and also on the ballot will be a charter amendment election. So it will be a very important election in the city of Muleshoe in May. Now, on the Muleshoe School Board, as we said, District 1 is up for election, and also District 4. And those 2 seats are currently occupied by Thurman Myers and Sergio Leal, respectively. There is also an at-large position to be elected in May, and that is currently being held by Jared Lee. Now, in the Muleshoe Area Hospital District Board election, there are 2 seats that are up to be replaced. Place 2 is currently held by Alan Smyre, and place 4 by Dana Rasco. Now, if you wish to run for any of these offices in the city, the school, or the hospital district, you can pick up a candidate's packet at the city secretary's office in Muleshoe City Hall. The first day to file was Wednesday, and the last day to file in all 3 of these elections will be February the 27th. The last day that an individual can register to vote in the general election will be Thursday, April the 9th. So be sure that you have a current voter registration. Early voting for all 3 elections will be held at Muleshoe City Hall, located at 215 South First Street, directly across the street east of First Bank. They're open 8 to 5, and that early voting will begin April the 27th and end May the 7th. Extended hours for early voting will be 7 in the morning till 7 at night on April 28th and May the 5th. Election day is Saturday, May the 9th at City Hall. For any more information about early voting or about registration for your voter registration or for filing as a candidate, contact Leanne Gallman, Muleshoe City Secretary. Her telephone number is 806-272-4528. And repeating, we already have 2 candidates who have filed for mayor of Muleshoe, and they are the incumbent mayor, Cliff Black, and also filing in opposition against Cliff, Irene Mason, who holds a position on the city council currently. And then in the school board for District 1, Jay Cage has filed for election there as a candidate on the Muleshoe ISD board trustees. 50 years ago, on January the 30th, Pat Barrett and Max King were married here in Muleshoe at the First Methodist Church, and they are being honored as our sweethearts for this time period, being recognized by Hereford Feed Ingredients, David and Liz Tips in downtown Muleshoe. Congratulations to you, Pat and Max King, on your 50th wedding anniversary. Be sure and watch online as well as on the air our Sweetheart program brought to you by Hereford Feed and Ingredients. And speaking of on air, we hope that you have noticed how very clear the Channel 6 picture is. We have done some different things here on Thursday afternoon, and we want to thank Reach Broadband so very much for helping us tremendously. And I believe now in the future, your Reach Broadband Channel 6 picture will be extremely clear, and also the audio will be extremely clear as well. Now, because we have made these changes, we are going to have to make some changes, at least temporarily, to our Sunday lineup. So, Robert, tell us what we can expect this Sunday in regards to Channel 6 on Reach Broadband and our Sunday services.
Well, in our Sunday services, we probably won't have the Methodist live this Sunday at 11 a.m., and we'll just pick up with our programming at 1 p.m. We won't have In Search of the Lord's Way as well at 12:30. We'll start with the First Baptist at 1, and then go on with our programming, and you'll be able to see the First Baptist, the Calvary Baptist, and hear the First Methodist in that rotation, along with In Search of the Lord's Way after that in its entirety, all of those programs, and then those will rotate in their entirety all Sunday, Monday, and then until Tuesday morning. So look for that change. We'll get back to broadcasting live the First Methodist Church in the very near future, but we're going to have to make some changes with our computer systems, and we'll get that done over the next couple of weeks to a month.
It is time now for 5 Area Telephone West Plains Telecommunications to bring you the all-important weather forecast for Muleshoe, Amherst, Sudan, Earth, and our vicinity. In Muleshoe on Thursday, the official high was 52, the low was 36. And on Friday morning at 7 o'clock, it was 36 degrees here in Muleshoe officially. And now a message from our sponsor.
5 Area announces faster internet speeds at the same price through 5 Area Telephone. If you were at 384K, you now have 768K. 1 meg is now 2 meg, and 3 meg is now 4 meg. If you're in town on the fiber network, there are higher upload speeds available to you now as well. Call 5 Area for more information, 806-272-5533. Some restrictions apply due to location. That's faster internet speeds at the same price through 5 Area Telephone. Again, call 806-272-5533. Looking at our weather forecast for today, we should have really good chances for some precipitation over the next 2 days here in the Muleshoe area, and cooler weather, rain and snow likely today on Friday afternoon. Cloudy with the high only at 36 degrees. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 70%. Total daytime snow accumulations of less than half an inch for this afternoon are possible. Then snow tonight, low around 29 degrees, so it's not going to get brutally cold, but we will have an 80% chance of snow. Southeast winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. New snow accumulations of less than 1 inch are possible overnight as well. Saturday, chances of rain and snow before noon, then a chance of rain later Saturday afternoon. High and cloudy on Saturday, high near 42 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 50%. Again, a new snow accumulation of less than half an inch are possible. And then as the day warms up on Saturday, it should shift into a pure rain chance. A slight chance of rain and snow showers Saturday night. Mostly cloudy, low around 32. Chance of precipitation is 20% Saturday night. Then sunny on Sunday. High near 45 degrees, north-northeast winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Sunday night, low around 24. Monday, mostly sunny, even warmer, high near 49 degrees, mostly clear, Monday night, low around 32. Then Tuesday, we're right back into some very nice warm weather. Sunny, high near 62. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear Tuesday night, low around 32. 5-area telephone. West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Again, rain and snow likely today on Friday, with a much cooler day today with a high only around 36. Precipitation chances 70% today, 80% tonight, then rain and snow chances tomorrow on Saturday. It'll be a little bit warmer, cloudy with a high near 42 on Saturday, with a 50% chance of rain and snow on Saturday.
Our granddaughter, who is 9-year-old, Julia Reynolds, attends Johnson Elementary School in Bryan, and she and all of her classmates and many other 4th and 5th graders in Bryan, Austin, and Houston, along with nearly 60,000 other students virtually from around the nation via video conference, were able to enjoy former First Lady Barbara Bush as she read to hundreds of these 4th and 5th grade students around the country, as well as right there at Texas A&M University on Thursday. Julia was really excited because where they used to live in Florida, in Riverside, there were students even from her elementary school there in Riverside, Florida, that were there by the video. And it was quite a thrilling experience, not just for the students, but also for Mrs. Bush. She spoke on how Mount Rushmore is more than a tourist attraction, and read also from the book about Mount Rushmore. And it really was a thrilling memory now in the minds of all those children. When I was in high school, probably about 16, I got to hear Eleanor Roosevelt speak at Purdue University. Ines Bobo and I both went to the National Convocation of Methodist Youth. I know Donna Green, who was then Donna Gaston of Sudan, also went several years later to the same convocation. But I shall never forget the experience of hearing Eleanor Roosevelt, former First Lady of America, also speak to that group of students and our sponsors. And also, a sign of the time, Ines and I rode the train to Purdue, Indiana, to that convocation. We'll be back with more Muletrain news, and we'll tell you about basketball on the court in the Muleshoe area.
And this edition of the Muletrain news is brought to you today on Friday, January the 30th, by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Chips are delicious. Have you been wasting time looking for a good meal? Well, go to Leal's Mexican Restaurant in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard and try the Irma's Special. If you are under 12, try the grilled cheese. You know Leal's in Muleshoe is the original Leal's Mexican restaurant. I highly recommend it. 5 generations of our family have eaten at Leal's. What did you say, Isla? Chips are delicious.
The First Bank here in Muleshoe is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. You can transfer funds easily between accounts using their online service, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today, 202 South 1st Street. Here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515. The First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC.
Strong Marriages Workshop will be held at the Muleshoe Church of Christ for everyone on February the 7th from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon. The Muleshoe Church of Christ is located at 2201 West American Boulevard. You can pre-register now at muleshoecofc@gmail.com. There will be free child care and lunch provided for those who pre-register. And the Strong Marriages Workshop will be conducted by Trey and Lee Morgan. That is February the 7th, 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon at the Muleshoe Church of Christ at 2201 West American Boulevard. Register now at muleshoecofc@gmail.com to rest, refuel, and renew strong marriages. The Muleshoe Mules and Lady Mules will travel on Friday night to Dimmitt for district games, JV and varsity. The JV Mules and Lady Mules play simultaneously at Dimmitt at 5. Then the Lady Mules play the Bobbies at 6:30, and the Mules and Bobcats game is 8 o'clock Friday night. Clay White is the head coach of the Muleshoe Mules, assisted by Brian Laura, and girls head coach is Carrie Suddeth. His assistant is Edie Niblett. Also here in Muleshoe, there is an 8th grade basketball tournament for the boys and girls going on this weekend. St. Anne's Catholic Church of Bovina will serve their annual German sausage dinner Sunday, 11:30 to 2 at St. Anne's Parish Hall on 3rd Street in Bovina. They will serve homemade German sausage with cream, potatoes, and gravy, green beans, homemade sauerkraut, cranberry sauce, relish plate, homemade bread, and desserts with tea and coffee. Donations from adults are asked for $12 and children under $6. And I tell you, it is well worth it. There is never a better dinner than St. Anne's Catholic Church at Bovina's annual German sausage dinner this Sunday. Sausage will also be available for purchase the day of the dinner, or you can contact now any St. Anne's member prior to Sunday. Call Joanne McDonald. The Muleshoe High School powerlifting team will be in Dimmitt Saturday for the Dimmitt powerlifting meet. Good luck to them. Well, you can get a blind date during February with a book at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, located on West 2nd Street, Candy Cornered across from the Courthouse Square. Choose a book from their selection box during February. Write your date to enter a drawing for a free mug. You simply choose a book at our local library from their selection box. Check it out and read during the month of February. Just give a new book a try. You never know which new favorite author or genre you might fall in love with during February. But we guarantee, Diane Dunnigan, librarian at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, says you will have fun. Does your business need training for your employees? Would you personally like to start a college degree? It's never too late. Would you like to learn a new skill or just take a class for fun? Then you need to consider classes offered at South Plains College Muleshoe Center. That's right here in Muleshoe on West 2nd Street behind our Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Classes at the Muleshoe Center are sponsored by the Muleshoe Area Educational Foundation and South Plains College out of Levelland. The Muleshoe Area Educational Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization. The board of MAEF and South Plains College would like to know what you are interested in so they can schedule classes that the people of Muleshoe and our area would like to take. Please let them know if you're interested, like maybe health occupations, nursing, phlebotomy, pharmacy tech, certified nursing aide. Do you need CPR, infant CPR, first aid, child development for personal development, or for job? Would you be interested in a basic electrical class where you learn basic electricity, including electrical safety and preventing injuries? Does your job require training in safety, sanitation, food handling, pesticide application, simple carpentry, or mechanics? Do you need to hone in on your computer skills? Learn to use your iPad, iPhone, or your camera. Learn how to download your pictures to your computer. What do you do with your pictures? Do you know how to print them, make picture books, make your own Christmas cards even, and videos with your pictures? If you would like college courses, South Plains College also offers 4 credit courses in algebra, government, English, history, and more each semester on interactive TV, located right here in the Muleshoe Center on West 2nd Street. Other possibilities are Word, Excel, art classes, conversational Spanish, English, or English as a second language, GED, for anyone needing to complete their high school diploma. Most classes are held in Muleshoe at the South Plains College Muleshoe Center, located at 621 West 2nd Street. Please let them know your interest, Barbara Finney says, by calling Connie Kenmore or Cardi Gary at the Muleshoe Center. Their telephone number is 806-272-3346, or you can email Connie at ckenmore@southplainscollege.edu. The Muleshoe Area Educational Foundation and South Plains College are interested in meeting your needs and helping you. You can see their website at www.muleshoecenterclasses.com. They want to know what you need help in. Isn't that great that we have that available right here in Muleshoe? And we'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a jiffy. And if you don't know what a jiffy is, stay tuned and you will find out on Pat and Max King's 50th anniversary.
Dollar Day deals now available at Fry & Cox Incorporated right here in Muleshoe, 401 South 1st Street, as well as Farwell Hardware, 305 Avenue A in Farwell, Texas. Get the roll of Do It Best duct tape for only $3. A 10-quart poly bucket, only $1 now at Fry & Cox, as well as Farwell Hardware. Bounty Basic, 48 sheets per roll, only $1 now. The exclusive 25-foot tape measure available by Channel Lock, only $7 at Fry & Cox Incorporated. And get the Allergen Plus filter by Do It Best for only $3. Wild bird food, 20-pound bag, only $8 now. Do It Best at Fry & Cox and Farwell Hardware. 30-gallon trash bags, only $4. It's a 20 count. This sale is good through February the 9th. And get The Lysol all-purpose cleaner, 32-ounce, only $2. That's a hot deal now at Frying Cox Incorporated, 401 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe, and Farwell Hardware, 305 Avenue A in Farwell, Texas. These great dollar deals available now through February the 9th. The swing bed program is now available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center, 708 South 1st Street, for the patient who is no longer in need of acute medical care but is not yet comfortable functioning independently at home. The swing bed program is available for rehab following major surgeries such as knee or hip replacement, diabetes, cancer, CHF, stroke recovery, pain management, amputations, traumatic injuries, wound care, and more. Call today the Muleshoe Area Medical Center for more information about the swing bed program, 806-272-4524.
If you are involved in the agriculture industry, you don't want to miss the upcoming second annual West Texas Agriculture Employers Forum that will be presented right here in Muleshoe by Workforce Solutions of the South Plains, Wednesday, February the 11th from 8:30 until 3 in the afternoon at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association new meeting room at 610 East American Boulevard or on the Sudan Highway. The main speaker will talk about the latest advancements being made with cotton and value-added materials. He is an expert in utilizing non-woven technology and owns 3 U.S. patents. Also, while there, you will learn about up-to-date information on relevant topics such as protecting your unemployment insurance account, hiring and firing issues, farm labor safety, and much, much more. Whether you're involved in farming, ranching, cotton ginning, warehousing, or working in the dairy industry, this is an event you cannot afford to miss. It is free of charge, but seating is limited, so register today. Lunch will be provided. Contact WorkSource Solutions here in Muleshoe to register, 806-272-7540. WorkSource Solutions is an equal opportunity employer. You can also register online at Leonor, LEONOR.ARRIETA, Areta, at spworkforce.org. But do that now. This is Wednesday, February the 11th, 8:30 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon, free of charge. The Agriculture Employers Forum at the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. Keegan Gonzalez, son of Reuben and Pam Gonzalez of Muleshoe, has verbally committed to play football for Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwill. He helped the Muleshoe Mules be a winning team as a wide receiver and quarterback, both. We hope you have enjoyed seeing all of the wonderful students of the Muleshoe and Bailey County area that participated last weekend in the Bailey County Junior Livestock Show. All of these pictures and videos were only possible because of Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, Coyote Lake Feed Yards, Dale Oil Company, Precure Electric, K&K Pharmacy, CHS, Farmers Insurance Group, Mohawk Auto Supply, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, Central Compress in Sudan, McDonald's in Muleshoe, WTG Fuels Incorporated, Randall Field CPA Firm, Muleshoe Independent School District, High Tech Automotive, Bailey County Propane, State Farm Insurance, Bammert Seed, Barrett Potato Farms, Leal's Tortilla Factory, Irrigation Pumps and Power Incorporated, McCormick Seeds Incorporated, Sudan Vet Services, Capital Farm Credit, Muleshoe State Bank, Ag Aviation, Ag Texas, First Bank, Mexican Burrito Express in Muleshoe and Sudan, Hereford Feed Ingredients, Muleshoe Tire Incorporated, Higginbotham Bartlett, and Ray Lee Equipment. It was only because of these Muleshoe and Sudan merchants that we could make all the video films and take all the many pictures we did. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Al-Anon family groups both meet in Muleshoe at the First United Methodist Church at 507 West 2nd every Friday and Monday nights at 7 o'clock. These are open meetings. AA is a fellowship of men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time. Al-Anon is for their families and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts. Please use the door on the front of the church near Fellowship Hall. You are welcome.
A happy 33rd wedding anniversary goes out today to Jerry and Mary Hicks as they're celebrating their 33rd wedding anniversary. Of course, they live in Lubbock now, but longtime Muleshoe residents. Happy 33rd wedding anniversary to Jerry and Mary Hicks. Also, happy birthday goes out to Nina Riles. She is 88 years old today, so happy birthday to Nina Riles. Keep her on your prayer list today as she broke her leg recently.
On your prayer list, remember Ruth Briscoe and her family in your prayers, Buck Johnson and Carolyn, Robert Johnson and his wife Ann, he is at home, and Jerry Flowers, who is at home, both who have had recent back surgery. Also in Heart Hospital in Lubbock, Steve Benton and his wife Paula, and he did have surgery earlier this week.
Also keep on your prayer list today Vernell Nance, the mother of Juana Shelburne, who lives in Canyon. She broke her ankle. Please keep Vernell Nance on your prayer list today, and Juana Shelburne as she has gone to be with her mother. And again, she lives in Canyon.
Bob Graves, who had an angiogram, also in Heart Hospital earlier this week. And we're glad to report that it went well for Bob Graves. Remember Kirby Brantley, always in your prayers, and his wife Mary Janice, Aline Bryant, Lynn Campbell at home, Joyce and Fred Clements, Carlos Guerrero, Jane Reeder, Raymond Trotter, Bo Birdwell, Keith Berman, Alfred Guerrero, Joan Rimpey, Hannah Simmons, Margaret Adams, Jean Allison, Molly Anthony, Walter Marie Boness in Olton, Gwen Gulker, Jenny McVicker in Amarillo, Anita Mitchell and Marjorie Precure, both in Irving, in assisted living, and Pat Nichols in Lubbock. Remember the family of Larry Broyles, 56 years of age, whose funeral was held Sunday afternoon here in the Muleshoe Church of Christ. And Cameron Nix, who has gotten to go back to work after his his surgery that was done on his back last fall. He's a 2000 graduate of Muleshoe High School. Marcia Martis in Wichita, Kansas, and Jackie Redwine, her brother, in Hereford. Both need to be in our prayers, along with Frances Miramontes, who is home after her recent surgery. The Will Worley family, their 4-year-old niece died, and Robert Black, whose uncle died, and Robin Salazar, who attended the funeral Wednesday in Houston of her grandfather. Remember Bill Gable's family, former resident of Muleshoe, and Arnis Morris's family in your prayers as well. Charlotte Holt is home, we're glad to report, and Betty Noble is also home. from College Station. Well, it's just about time for us to go home from the Muletrain News. Thank you for listening. Get up there, Little Red. Come on, Karina, Arbutus, Andalay, Monkey Paw, Julia, Gray, Isla, and Olay.
Muletrain, clippity clopping over hill and plain. Seems as how they never stop. Clippity clop, clippity clop, clippity, 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 clippity clopping along. There's a plug of chaw tobacco for a rancher in Corona, a guitar for a cowboy way out in Arizona, a dress of calico for a pretty Navajo. Get along, mule, get along. Muletrain, ha, ha. Muletrain, clippity clopping along the mountain chain.
And this edition of the Muletrain News has been brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant here on Reach Broadband, Channel 6 rotating, as well as you can find our last 10 Muletrain News programs on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top of the page.
This is Tumbleweed Smith. The Humble area has some of the best golf courses in the world. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They are celebrating 75 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoyed this Sounds of Texas program with Tumbleweed Smith.
You can always tell somebody from out of town in Humble. They always pronounce the H.
Yeah, humble. When they say humble, you know you're a Yankee, probably.
Mike Byers has known Humble for a long time.
Well, as a kid, I spent a lot of time up here. There's probably a lot of barefoot prints along that river you could see where as a kid, where I ran up and down the riverbank, fishing and playing as a kid. And then when I got married, I moved to Humble in '68.
He says Humble used to be a quiet town.
It was so dark, late at night, you'd hit the 59 bridge of the San Jacinto River, and you say, "Oop, I just passed Humble." It was back up there. There was a little Texaco station with one light, and if that light was out, you didn't know when you passed Humble. Changed now.
The city was named for a man named Pleasant Humble. The Humble Oil Company started there and was named for the town.
Humble at night is still a fairly small town, quiet, but come daylight, people start moving around. It grows to, hundreds of thousands of people coming through here every day. That's why we have a police force and a force of fire protection and EMS that's equivalent to probably a city 10 times our size, because we do grow to a very large city during the day. City of Humble is only about 13,000 people, but you're looking pretty close to 200,000 within a 10-mile radius.
A 10-mile radius around Humble used to be all pine trees and river bottom.
Now then, there's subdivisions and shopping malls and hospitals and school districts.
Houston, just to the south, cannot annex Humble because Humble is an incorporated city. But the largest city in Texas is annexing many nearby communities.
Oh, they eventually get Dallas, probably, or the suburbs of Dallas. The Red River, I'm not even sure the Red River's, you get across it, you're safe. Houston came out and circled the city of Humble, Houston did, where they couldn't grow. Humble cannot grow any larger than it currently is.
There are several advantages to living around Humble, especially for people who like to play outdoors.
If you like golf, we could be a golfing capital, I think, of the area. We've got so many golf courses around here in country clubs. You literally could play golf for weeks and never play the same course twice.
Mike Byers of Humble. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.
Time now for the market report, brought to you today by Stephen Dement, financial advisor with Edward Jones, member SIPC, located in his office at 104 West 2nd Street. Call 806-272-4102. Speak with Stephen or branch office administrator Dana Rempe. The market report was recorded this Friday, January the 30th, 2015 at 11 a.m.
This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member of the New York Stock Exchange Incorporated, bringing you the daily financial market report. U.S. stocks are trading lower after a report showed economic growth slowed in the fourth quarter as government spending fell sharply and business investment pulled back. Separate data showed consumer spending advanced at a 4.3% pace in the fourth quarter, the fastest since the first quarter of 2006, an acceleration from the third quarter's 3.2% pace. On the earnings front, shares of Amazon are advancing after posting a quarterly profit following 2 straight quarters of losses. U.S. Treasury prices are advancing with the GDP data. So far this morning in the S&P 500, the best performing sector is telecommunications, while the worst performing sector is energy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 101 to 17,315. The S&P 500 index is down 11 to 2009, and the Nasdaq Composite Index is down 3 points to 4,679. This morning, volume on the New York Stock Exchange is moderate with 318 million shares traded. Decliners are outnumbering advancers by a wide margin. In commodity markets, the spot price of gold is up $15 to $1,273. The spot price of silver is up 23 cents to $17.18, and crude oil prices are up 67 cents to $45.20. In bond markets, the 30-year Treasury yield is 2.24%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is 1.67%. In stocks of local interest, Apple is up 44 cents to $119.32. ConocoPhillips is down $1.12 to $61.70. Johnson & Johnson is down $1.03 to $101.35. AT&T is up 28 cents to $33.24. Pfizer is down 27 cents to $31.56. Target is down $1.08 to $74.41. Xcel Energy is up 5 cents to $38.16. ExxonMobil is down 79 cents to $86.79. Walmart is down $1.42 to $86.30. And Procter & Gamble is down 75 cents to $84.96. This is Dana Rempe of Edward Jones, member SIPC, serving individual investors with personalized attention and long-term financial advice at 104 West 2nd Street in Muleshoe. Daily commentary is also located on our website at edwardjones.com.